Good afternoon, sir. Could you please introduce me yourself to our readers?
Hello, sir. My name is Red Tollman. I'm the CEO of the Travel Corporation. I live in Los Angeles, California. I travel around the world about the same, maybe a little more or less than yourself. I oversee over 30 brands.
Could you please tell me about your brand, Travel Corporation? Because I know from States visit, Travco. First of all, I also asked him, but it is different company, I think. Could you please tell me about to our readers as well?
So the Travel Corporation is a family-run private business. Been in business for 4 generations. The first company we started with is Trafalgar, which is why we're here this week hosting our global sales meeting. And then we have other companies, Insight Vacations, similar but more premium and luxury travel to Trafalgar. Contiki Holidays, that specializes in young people's travel, also comes here to Turkey. Uniworld River Cruises, which is the best luxury river cruise company in the world. And then we have a number of independent travel companies, from Creative Holidays to Adventure World that does soft adventure. Many of our companies do bring travelers here to Turkey, which is one very important and growing destination for us.
You have worked in many countries, as I know. Could you please tell me about your marketing position?
So we have offices in 40 countries where we have our own people doing sales and marketing, reservations, and generating sales for outbound travelers. We operate in over 60 countries, so Turkey being one, throughout North America, South America, East and Western Europe, Russia, throughout Asia, and then Australia, New Zealand, and some of the South Pacific islands, and Africa.
Which one is the best outgoing country for your company?
Currently, the United States is our largest outbound travel market. Depends on the brand, and then Australia, Canada, South Africa, New Zealand are very important for us as well.
Can you give me some figures as about how many paxes or persons?
We take about 2 million people a year on holidays with us. China and Asia is a very important growing market for us as well. We've been in China for 10 years, Japan for 10 years, and then we're also in Singapore, Hong Kong, Taiwan, South Korea, Indonesia, Thailand, Malaysia, and many of those travelers from those countries also come to Turkey with Trafalgar and Insight.
What about the Turkey? What do you say about the Turkish market?
We do not focus on Turkey for outbound travel. We have historically been a very English-speaking market. Our success and our history has been based on doing a few things well. In the past 10 years, as I just mentioned, we have gone into a number of BRIC markets, particularly Brazil, and then, as I said, we've been in China. We're doing a little bit of business outbound from India. Turkey, to date, frankly, has not been a market, because you can only do so many markets well. Also, there are obviously some outstanding locally based operators and companies who sell outbound travel from Turkey. So when you have 37 offices and 30 brands, it's certainly my responsibility to be careful we don't try to do too much. You can only do a certain number of things well, as I'm sure you know.
Yeah. I mean, right now you are in Turkey for a general meeting. Maybe after this meeting, something changing. What do you say about that?
In life, anything is possible. Yeah. The reason for this sales meeting, though, is to bring our salespeople from all around the world to Turkey.
130 people, I think, in here.
Right. To experience the beauty and the wonderful diversity of the people, the culture, and all that one can enjoy in Turkey. So they then go back to their markets and sell more trips to Turkey for our partners for inbound travel, which is obviously very important for the government for inbound tourism, hard currency, employment, and so forth, to support your economy.
Which one is the best country in Europe? I'm wondering about Europe. May I ask? For you? No, I mean for your company. Travel. Yeah.
It changes every year. Britain has always been very big for us. France, Italy, Spain have always been strong. Portugal's coming very nicely. Turkey, I certainly consider a part of Europe, and we've seen fantastic growth there. And then Ireland, we've invested, we bought a new luxury hotel. We have a small boutique collection of 5 and 4-star hotels. And we bought Ashford Castle last year. And we have a pretty big footprint in Ireland, so we've had quite a bit of concentration there as well.
Okay. And I'm wondering about your products in the company. How do you say is the best product, or as cruising, as normal? What do you say about that? And which one is the best for you?
For me, they're all the best. I have no favorites. Trafalgar was the first company in the organization, so in that way it always is closest to our heart. I bleed the red of Trafalgar, so you could always say Trafalgar is the best and the most important to our company. It's the largest in terms of the most important financial contributions to our business. But from my perspective, every one of our business is important. I go from here to Athens for our Contiki sales meeting, and I spend a lot of time on Contiki because it's an incredible brand, great experiences, taking care of and serving the young travelers, fantastic. Insight, I just came from that global sales meeting, and that's very important to our group and to providing experiences to a slightly more mature market. Uniworld, which we've invested hundreds of millions of dollars in, is probably for me one of the favorite ways to travel, because going on a river, which is smooth, I get seasick, so being on a river is fantastic. Very luxury product, fantastic cuisine. You dock right in the city, and you can just walk right in. We've done some cruises here as extensions in the past, so that's fantastic. And then soft adventure obviously is incredible for those people who like more of an independent travel holiday. Staying in our hotels, which is my upbringing like Cora. I came out of the hotel business, so our hotels mean a lot to me.
What do you say about in generally tourism in the world? Because lots of wars and lots of things affect the tourism every year. And the United Nations Tourism Organization says that developing countries as BRICS. What do you say about in generally?
We've been involved with the World Travel and Tourism Council for many years, WTTC. We work very closely with the UNWTO. Talib Rifai is a good friend and a wonderful human being. Their statistics are obviously very positive, and they're similar to WTTC's. Projected growth in travel for the next 10 to 20 years is remarkable, especially in countries like Turkey, for inbound and for outbound. An average of over 4% growth a year. A lot of that inbound will see growth obviously out of China, and a country like Turkey is wonderful for Chinese travelers. And so I think the economy and the people of Turkey in general will benefit from that, as will people in the travel industry. So I think the potential for growth is remarkable when you just see China potentially 100 million long-haul travelers by 2023 versus around 10 million today. Where we accommodate them is obviously a challenge. But coming back to your other point, the world today is scary. It really is. Ukraine and Russia, Ebola, what's happening in the Middle East, Thailand. Obviously, around the world, there's huge political, economic, and other uncertainty. The euro just softened the last couple of days, 131 today, and obviously higher unemployment in Europe than almost anywhere else in the world today. America is in big problems, as you know. Our leadership to our Congress is very weak. We're not addressing any of the problems at hand today. So that's a big worry, because obviously America is a strong driver. China is strong, but they talk about a softening and a bubble in the real estate market, and everything China does is pretty much, with them in mind, understandably, as with most countries. So there's terrible uncertainty around the world, and every day you wake up in the morning and something somewhere certainly affects our global business. And you as a global traveler and citizen of the world, I'm sure, are very aware and see much of it as well.
Okay, sir. Thank you so much for the short interview.
Pleasure. Thank you.